All right. We are live on YouTube. How are you all doing today? How is everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day at the trail. It's about 62, I can't even talk. It's about 62 degrees, but with only a light breeze. So it doesn't feel hot or cold. It feels nice. It's pleasant. Excuse me. Just took my Allerfex from Costco, the Kirkland Signature Series Costco version of Allegra. And it's all starting to work its way through my system. I feel phenomenal. I hope you feel phenomenal as well. And I hope it is beautiful in your neck of the woods today. Waiting for some cars to pass on by. It's been a wonderful day today, folks, and hopefully it's been wonderful for you too. Got cars coming from everywhere and people on both sides. I think my lane's about to become clear. Been a wonderful day. A wonderful, amazing day. And I have a few updates here for you folks in just a second. I'm going to wait for people to get the notification and pop on in. Hey, y'all. Driving home, I will be listening to Sandra Palacio. Welcome to the show, Sandra. Lewis says, good afternoon, Eli. Just gave you a like. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. You know, I took a very, I know this is not the most professional thing to say, but this is good advice. I took a nice number 2 earlier today. Let's call it a number 2. I think all generations know what a number 2 is. People coming off. I'm going to wait for a second. And my stomach feels clear. I feel light. Just a second, please. All right. I think we're in the clear there. And I feel amazing. I got to tell you, folks, you know, if you're someone that suffers from constipation like I have since birth, especially when you get older, it's going to hit you. You know, make sure you see your doctor and, you know, eat lots of fiber, drink lots of water. If necessary, you know, use some laxatives, use some saline enemas to give you a good clearing every now and then. Use some colon cleanse. There are lots of all-natural products out there. Like I've said before in the past, haven't said it in a while, I get my colon cleanse and super colon cleanse from a company called Health Plus. They are on Amazon, but if you order directly from them, you can usually get a little bit of a better deal at times. Somebody waiting right by the side of the trail. Oh, there they go. Let me just wait over here for 1 second. Lots of people coming. And they have very high quality colon cleanse supplements and many other health supplements that can help you. So check them out. I think it's healthplus.net or something like that. While I wait for some people to head on their way, let's check out the chat here. I'm sick AF. I'm tired of high and good night. I don't understand that. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Coach J-Ron. What do you mean by you're sick and tired of hi and good night? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. And now we got the unicyclist waiting to take off. Everyone was looking at me today. Lots of people coming on the trail right now, so we're just going to wait a second. TMI, baby? Well, hey, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to go ahead and take off. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what you meant by that, but I hope you're feeling better, Coach J-Rom. Hope things are going to get better for you if you're not feeling too well. I know a lot of people have been sick lately, and there's even been a warning out from the CDC, like I mentioned on the earlier show. You know, people getting the flu, COVID, and other stuff as well. So get lots of rest, drink lots of water. You know how it goes, right? Anyway, earlier today, a few hours ago, my lady and I did an amazing show right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. And we were talking about the value of personal development content. And the first part of the show went a little bit longer than we thought. I mean, the show lasted longer than we expected. We were only going to be on for about an hour and a half, but we were on for a little over 2 hours. Had some great engagement during the first part of the show, so we kind of incorporated the topic by answering, you know, relevant questions in the chat. But then the second half, folks, if you don't have a lot of time, at least listen to the second half of that show. Because, you know, I really, you know, went in deep regarding what the value is of personal development content. And on this show here today, we're going to continue that trend and, you know, further discuss why personal development is very important for everyone. Everyone needs personal development. Just a lot of people may not realize it or want to realize it, or may think it's some kind of joke or game or scam. I used to feel that way in my younger days. I explained more about that in the previous show. But there's nothing better you can give yourself and do for yourself, and nothing better to invest in than yourself. The unicyclist is back with an orange outfit. Some new guy on the trail, a little bit ahead of me. You know, when you see new people on the trail, you gotta just be real careful. You never know where they're from or where they're at. You know, it's always nice to see the regulars because, you know, they're cool and they say hi and it's all good. But just always keep your eyes and ears open whenever you're out on a walk or a hike or anything. Yeah, that Louisiana man. Dude, you absolutely have no life to sit around waiting for me to go live every day so you can live view bot me. I don't mind talking about it every time you do it. I just, share publicly how more pathetic you are, right? Because no one else cares, dude. No one else cares. It's like, for some reason, dude, Louisiana man, Mr. Botter, you seem to think like I owe you something, or, just me being on this platform, is not to your liking, so you feel the need to just do your stupid shit, dude. Grow the fuck up, man. Seriously. Again, I'm not upset by it. It's funny, dude. I'm actually even trying to help you, sir. Snap out of your stupidity. You're a 45-year-old grown-ass man, around 45. I don't know exactly how old you are. I believe you're in your mid-40s. And you behave like a 2-year-old little girl. Right? I mean, come on, dude. Go spend more time with your wife and your family and your business and all that. Now, again, dude, you're actually, when you do this, you actually help me. You don't hurt me one bit. So I don't understand. Why are you wasting your time and money doing this? You're just showing how immature and insecure you are. And everyone knows who it is, dude, because other people in the former community that we no longer talk about and we've moved past from and we're doing our own thing, nobody cares. People have moved on. You just can't seem to get off my nuts, sir. That's fine. It speaks for itself. I love you, baby. I love you too, babe. Yeah, see, you know what the funny thing is, babe? And I say this respectfully and maturely. These people know that you and I are up and coming. They don't want to admit it, right? If there was no value to try to stop something great that's happening here, they wouldn't be doing this. So in essence, you're more so giving us a pat on the back. That's wonderful. Thank you for that. But seriously, this is part of personal development for you, Louisiana man. This is what you need more of. You need to hang around more people that are going to uplift you and make you feel good about yourself and make you feel life again and energy to the point of where you don't care about doing stupid shit to make up for the lack of what's missing in your personal life. Because if nothing was missing in your personal life, sir, you wouldn't have time to do this crap. I don't have time to go botting people and buying them subs. I don't have time to play stupid childish games, dude. Hey, thank you, man. Have a good day. Hey, it's the older dude and he's wearing a shirt. I guess it's a little too cold to go shirtless. Everybody needs personal development. Everyone needs it, whether they admit it or not. Whether they think it's phony or not. Again, like I mentioned on my previous show, in my younger days, up until about my early 30s, I didn't believe in it at all. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a game just to make money. Right? Until I started to realize and see what it did for me. Right? I'm just your average everyday guy, right? And the reason why I'm doing this out here on YouTube is because I'm an average everyday guy that didn't believe in this stuff that a lot of you don't believe in, right? But once I started believing in it, and actually doing the work on myself, and most importantly, accepting responsibility for my actions, especially when they weren't that great. Once I started accepting responsibility, I realized how important personal development is. Because personal development allows you to dig deep within yourself and learn to understand that, hey, you're going to make mistakes and that's okay. It's okay as long as you can admit your mistakes, own them, and work on bettering them, right? I've never been the type of person that has chastised people for making mistakes. I've chastised people for making mistakes and then trying to cover them up instead of just owning it, right? That's a huge part of personal development that turned my life around and allowed me to see things more clearly, right? And I think there are many, many people out there in this world that are stuck in a rut. They're unhappy in some aspects of their life, either their job or their personal life or both, right? And instead of doing the work on yourself to either better your job, or if you're in an unhappy relationship or marriage, and either fix it or get out, like you're only hurting yourself, right? See, you can clearly see, I've learned to clearly identify when people behave a certain way, it's because they're lacking something. Personally, professionally, or both, right? When it's both, it's worse. Because if you're lacking in the professional world financially, if you're struggling, and then if you're struggling in your personal life because you're dating the wrong person or married to the wrong person or whatever, right? Right? If both those aspects are not going well for you, it's going to really hit you. And until you own it and accept it and do things to turn it around, all you're going to do is project onto other people that are already where you wish you could be. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. How do I know? I used to project when I was younger. I used to project all the time. I used to be insecure. Very insecure. I didn't come off that way all the time, but there were times where I came off very insecure. And I would react and overreact to other people's happiness regarding their relationships, regarding the type of job they had, the type of money they were making. I would react and overreact to it. Why? I was jealous. Why? Because I was insecure. Why? Because I had not accepted responsibility regarding what was holding me back from having similar success. The first step to success in every aspect is the first step to success in every aspect in life, which is what I'm trying to say, is owning up to what you've done in the past, accepting responsibility, working through it, and then moving forward with positivity. And channel your energy into a more positive way to accomplish what you truly want to accomplish. If you don't do that, you're going to head the other way, and you're going to just sink further and further into depression. Sorry, I was changing my laundry. No problem, baby. There aren't a lot of active people here. And there may not be that many people here because the Louisiana man is botting me again. Because he's bored, lonely, and miserable. All right? You can tell how many people are typically in the chat by how many people are actively chatting, right? And that's okay. We had a good amount of people show up on the previous show. And yes, we are stemming off of that show to this one. There's a lot more to say. So maybe some people either are busy, it's nighttime pretty much everywhere, or evening, and maybe they're busy, and that's okay. Not a big deal. while we wait for some more people to come on, which is what I'm trying to say. I talked so much earlier. I'm tongue-tied right now. Sorry. So just a funny story here regarding, my lady's appointment earlier. I don't think she'll have a problem with me saying this. My lady went to go see the crazy doctor in her town. And she's already got her new doctor, but her older doctor still has not sent all the documentation required for her new doctor to accept her and start treating her, right? And my lady had a 1-hour appointment, and her current doctor weighed her again. My lady says, I hate her. Yeah, she's, I would never recommend that doctor. There's something just not right with her, right? But anyway, so my lady, calls me after her doctor weighed her in and then had her wait in the waiting room. Or, she had her wait in the patient room while she was doing something else, I guess. And my lady said, my doctor said I weigh 97 pounds. I'm like, no. No. You're like 105 pounds. And you've been putting on some fat, which is good, right? Look, I see you naked, baby. I know you look a lot healthier, right? I'm like, that's just a messed up scale that they have at that, facility there, right? I'm like, you weighed myself on my top of the line digital scale. You're 105. Go weigh yourself at home and let me know. And she I think she said she was 104.5 or something like that. So she's not 97 pounds. And I don't know if this doctor, because the last time the doctor weighed her, she said she was 97 pounds as well. But every other scale she steps on is 100, 300, 405 pounds. You can't sit there and tell me that all these other scales are off and the doctor's one is right. I think the doctor is playing games, trying to lead my lady to believe that the treatment's not working on her so she can push more medication towards her, and then the doctor makes more incentives by writing more, what do you call them, scripts, right? Yeah, you got to be careful, folks. Just because somebody has a medical license doesn't mean they're good at what they do. Or maybe they were good at one point, and now they've gotten older, maybe they're in massive debt, and they're trying to find other ways to bring in more revenue to pay their bills. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize this doctor, but that's what I think is happening. Where's everyone tonight? I didn't tell you she is upping the sleeping meds. Baby, don't take them. That sleeping medication that this doctor's giving my lady really knocks her out cold. And my lady has not been taking them, and she's been sleeping better. And she's been eating better. And every now and then, if necessary, her and I will use some, Z-Quil, the non-habit forming sleep aid, which will still, relax you to fall asleep. But it's not as potent as the sleeping pills. I'm in control of my own life. You are. You absolutely are, babe. And I'm really proud of you for that. I'm very, very proud of how in control of your life you are. I'm very, very proud at how. I mean, look. Let's be real, baby. Your life wasn't really that bad before you met me, but you've been through some things, and you've been emotionally tarnished. And yeah, you're welcome, babe. She says, thanks, babe. You've been emotionally through the ringer because you've been around people that were very, very miserable. And what they did was they brought you down with them because you stuck around them because you thought they were good people. You wanted to give them a chance because you're a good woman, right? Just like these people on YouTube and the guy botting us right now, right? And anyone else that talks trash about good people, it's because they're miserable, right? And if you continue to associate with miserable people online or offline, they're going to bring you down with them and their misery, right? And that's what happened to you. That's what I highly assume happened to you, but I highly assume because I believe that is what happened. Well, I know that's what happened. We talked about it, right? But you don't let it get to you anymore. Over the last year that you and I have been dating, we've talked about all these things in our relationship and in our business now that you're helping me run. You're my partner. And you made a complete 180 in your life. And you continue to better yourself daily. And the more and more you better yourself, the more and more jealous other people get that once knew you as someone that was at their level of misery, but no longer is, because you're choosing not to be at that level anymore. You're choosing not to be at that level anymore. You don't want to be there. You deserve a whole lot more. And you recognize that. Why? Because you've started to love yourself more. I firmly believe, baby, for the first time, since we've been together about 14 months, I firmly believe over the last week or so, you've started to love yourself more than you have since we've been together. And in the last 10 plus years, you've started to love yourself more than you have. You probably love yourself now more than you ever have your entire life. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I am, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? I don't want to speak for you. I'm just assuming because I know you. You're my lady. Yes. And baby, here's the thing. The reason why you're starting to love yourself more. Yeah, it may partially have to do with our relationship. It may partially have to do with our business. It may partially have to do with hanging around better people. But you want to know what the real reason is? Why you're starting to love yourself and you've gotten better? The reason is because you decided to start doing the work on yourself. You identified the issue, you owned it, and you said, I need help. And you weren't ashamed of it. And you've been getting the help. You came to that on your own free will. And I'm fucking proud of you. You don't know how fucking proud of you I am. And I don't look at you as a client or anything. You're my lady, you're my business partner, but you are a success story. Within yourself, you are a success story. I let go of the demons. Right, you let go of the demons like we were talking about earlier on the in-studio stream you were on me with. Amazing show, baby. Great show. If you folks missed it, please go back and check out the replay. It's a great show. And if it's too long for you to watch a 2+ hour show, the whole show is great. At least watch the second half after we came back from break, because that gets into really deep detail on the value, the real value of personal development content. The real value of personal development content. Hey Angie, see how you doing? Do you guys ever walk together? We do. We do when we can. When my lady is not tired or anything like that because of her chronic conditions that we're trying to get in order. That's why we're trying to get her to her new doctor. My lady has asthma. She has severe sinus issues and major allergies. She gets very congested very, very easily. And so it really drains her energy to be able to do these walks. There are times where we've been able to do them, but once she gets the right treatment from a normal doctor, unlike the one she has right now, I'm sure we'll be doing hikes and walks and all that, more of them. My asthma and allergies suck. Yeah, they do, but I just don't think you've received the right treatment for them yet, baby. I think you've received treatment, long-term treatment from this doctor that's going to force you to keep going back to her and refilling prescriptions, and then she gets a kickback out of all those prescriptions, right? I mean, my lady says, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. We know it. There are other people that have complained about this doctor. Your friends have complained about this doctor. And they call her a pill pusher. But there are actually many doctors across the country and in the world that are pill pushers. And quite honestly, I don't think pill pushing is the right way to look at things. Yeah, there are times where you have to prescribe medication, right? But there are other alternate methods that can be done as long as a proper diagnosis is done. And I just don't think this current doctor that my lady has properly diagnosed her. That's great, Angie. You inspired me, says Angie. I started walking this week. Oh, really? So, wow, Angie, that's awesome. So we inspired you to start walking. That makes my day right there. That makes it worth doing this stream right there. So Angie, tell us what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to lose a little bit of weight? If it's not too personal, how much weight do you want to lose? How many miles are you walking per day? Are you going to be changing your eating habits? What do you want to accomplish, Angie? Let us know. And we can share feedback on what's worked for us, what hasn't worked for us. And most importantly, we can keep you pepped up and inspired and motivate you to keep moving forward each and every day. Because that's all I've ever wanted to create here with these live streams. This is like real-time coaching. Real-time coaching here. Real-time advice, tips. Because that's what I feel more so people need. People need a place to go. It's not that they don't know what to do. Sometimes they don't know what to do. We can help with that too. But most people know what to do. They just lack the motivation and inspiration to do it, right? Poor labs work, need to exercise and eat better. So, are you pretty much in shape, just need to eat better and exercise more? Or do you need to lose a few pounds? I'm just kind of not trying to get too personal, but we want to give you the best advice possible. Sorry, Nightbot timed you out, Angie. I apologize for that. Just start typing. You're back. I feel really good today. 35 minutes. I'm walking this trail very, very fast today. This is probably one of the fastest times I've done to one side of the long end in a while. Typically, it'll take me closer to 40 minutes. I don't have... Babe, can you type in what she wrote? Because Nightbot's being ridiculous. I don't know why she keeps getting timed out. You'll be back in 15 seconds from here on out. Sorry about that, Angie. So what is she saying, baby? I know you're going to have to type it out on your phone. You can't copy and paste from your phone, only from a laptop or desktop. We're just going to turn and burn once we hit up here because I'm going to go home and eat and then call my lady early so my lady and I can get to bed early. And baby, what would you say if we do another show tomorrow around 11 o'clock in the morning? 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Pacific. I can't even talk. Let's try that again. 11 p.m. Boy, am I out of whack right now. 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. There we go. Shit. I bike ride too. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, if you're going to bike ride, Angie, obviously you know that you're going to burn more calories per mile walking than biking. So you're going to have to bike ride at least 3 times, the amount you walk to get the same benefit as walking. So if you're walking 3 miles now a day, you're going to have to bike 9 or 10 miles to get the same benefit. I think that same woman is walking here again today. She's a little bit on the thicker side. She's trying to lose some weight, and that's good. It's very inspirational. It's beautiful. Angie C says, sorry, my lady says a little earlier so I can make my meeting. How about 10 a.m., baby? Let's do 10 a.m. How about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning? We'll have an early conversation tonight. Okay, that's what my lady says. All right. Unless something else comes up or we oversleep or something. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning. My lady and I are going to do another show. Right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. Wonderful. I'll tell you, baby, I know it was TMI earlier to mention the number 2, but that number 2 really helped me out. Like, your therapist was right. We need to get that, gut cleansing formula at Costco. And, I feel my gait getting a lot better. Gut health can affect a lot of things. What I just realized, I didn't even know that, but my lady's therapist explained that the other day or yesterday when I was driving her home during her therapy session. And I've got to look into that, baby. I'll go to Costco.com tonight. Send me that information to my text, and I'll probably order it because typically, like with some vitamins that are sold by Costco, you can get them in bigger quantities online, and it's cheaper. In the store, sometimes they don't have everything that they have online because maybe it might not sell as much. They sell the more popular stuff in the store. What is it called, Eli? Yeah, baby. What is it called? Put it in the chat, baby. I'm not quite sure. Angie, my lady, knows what it's called. I cannot remember. She did mention it after her therapy session, but my lady has it written down somewhere. I just sent you the info. Can you put the name of the product in the chat so Angie can see it and look it up? Just put the name of the product in it. You don't have to put a link, baby. A lot of people coming on the trail right now. All right, we are back live. Interesting. It took me a little bit longer to get back on the air because when I launched the YouTube app after shutting it down to restart the stream, it said new YouTube look or something like that. And it gives you an option of a dark or a light theme. All right, yeah, they're really beginning to improve this platform here. Let's see here. I sent you the info. There are several different ones she recommended. Well, baby, if you want to share a couple of them in the chat, if you want to share a couple of the ones that she recommended. If not, I'll tell you what, let me do the research. Let me do this. Angie and everyone else looking for the gut health products from Costco, Kirkland. Let me do the research, and I'll either post it on my community tab tonight or I will also talk about it tomorrow. My lady and I will talk about it tomorrow. I think, you know what, that's a great topic for tomorrow, babe, is, let's talk more about health. Let's talk more about, how your health, affects all aspects of your life, personally, professionally, and all that. And we can share some tips on what you and I have done at age, me at age 48, almost 49, and you just recently turned 47. So I'll look into that, and we'll share more information on that tomorrow. When we do that show, those are going to be just our opinions from our personal experience. We can make some recommendations, but as always, when it comes to anything involving your health, use at your own risk. Read the directions and the warnings, and I suggest you always check with your doctor before trying something new. I mean, most of the stuff, anything we recommend typically is very safe. Obviously, it's FDA approved. It's very safe. But again, everyone reacts to things differently, right? I'm going to wait for a couple people to pass me by before I continue here. Since I'm a little bit ahead of the game tonight. I came out a little bit earlier, so I'm not worried about the sun going down. And I can catch up on the chat over here. Wow, 101 today is a nightmare. It's a parking lot. Man. Yes, of course, says Angie C. Hey, GLM, how are you doing tonight? You know, I'm just laughing at the stupidest shit. I'm just laughing at the dumbest stuff. Seeing dumb behavior by grown-ass men, and it's grown-ass men that are primarily doing it. And, these grown-ass men, they just want a reaction from me, right? Like, literally, I could move to Siberia, and they'd still be trolling me with dumb shit that most new people, don't even understand, right? Here's the thing. It's a public platform. If anyone wants to talk about me and try to leverage my audience, who cares? It's up to my audience where they want to go. I'm not worried about it. That's part of my personal development. I've actually learned to understand that about YouTube. Like, see, here's the thing. Here's another thing you get here compared to other channels that do personal development. We actually help you learn to navigate YouTube better, especially a creator. We know the ins and outs of how things are done out here. And the dumb things that people do and how you can prevent those things from affecting you. Excuse me. The sun is out. It's clear as night and day. I mean, it's really clear. Baby, is it really clear in your neck of the woods? I mean, this is a beautiful day. That's a beautiful plane, too. Yes, it is. What's the temperature in your neck of the woods? Is it like 68 or something like that? It's about 62, 63 here. Maybe 64 now. Is it about 68 or 69 or 70 over there? Excuse me. My allergy meds are really kicking in. They're doing their job. Got 13 thumbs up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Please subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications. Baby and GLM and other people that have been a part of my community. 69. Oh, baby, it's a beautiful day there, huh? You're hanging out, chilling with your dogs. You got yourself some nachos earlier. How you feeling, babe? Babe, this is the perfect weather for you, your dogs. That's great, huh? Got a plane coming. That's beautiful. Feel fantastic. Yeah, your own doctor tried to bring you down earlier. That's just unbelievable. That's just unbelievable. Your own doctor tried to kick you down. You know what, baby? I'm beginning to think that your doctor is projecting. Eli now says his woman's doctor is projecting her insecurities. Maybe so. Maybe she wishes she could be as hot as my lady. Casey! Hello again, friends. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for being on the show earlier. Less than 2 days and counting for the wedding of the year, right? Casey, my lady and I are really proud of you. We're really, really proud of you and how you've turned your life around. I'm not saying it was bad before, but good man that accepts you and your kids. You both are doing well, right? He supports you. You want to lose a few pounds. He's helping you do that. Like I am really, really, really happy to see you accomplishing what you want to accomplish. It's amazing, isn't it, baby? And I know it sounds kind of stupid talking about these things, right? Or even talking about the obvious, but stating the obvious is what helps people. You acknowledging their happiness and their success. That's what people want to hear, especially the people that, are gaining success. You have to embrace that success, right? Thanks, guys. I'm getting even more excited than I already was. How's the weight loss journey? All those pre-wedding jitters, are they, making you eat more sweets and all that type of junk? Casey? And let me tell you, a true story I got to share with you folks right now. When my brother got married almost 15 years ago, right before the wedding, like about 3 months before the wedding, I was at 170 pounds, right? I'm at 175 right now. I probably need to lose about 3 to 5 pounds. I still look all right, but my lady thinks I'm super hot, right? But anyway, I just know how I feel, right? I'll get to the chat in a second, but here's something that I did. Here's how smart I was, because I knew after my brother's wedding, with all the drinking that we were going to do and all the food we were going to eat and shit, I knew I was going to gain weight, right? I was 170 pounds 3 months before my brother's wedding, and my brother wanted to lose a little bit of weight too, like 5 or 10 pounds. I didn't need to lose weight, but I said, screw it. I'm going to lose 10 pounds because I know I'm going to gain that shit after that wedding weekend, right? So I busted ass every day with my brother. At that point, we were living in the same apartment complex. So we would go down to the fitness center, and we would work out for like an hour and a half every day on the treadmill. We would lift. We would, do the Stairmaster, everything, right? And I went, and trust me, when you're at 170 at your nominal weight, to lose another 10 pounds, it's going to take like 3 months of working your ass off, right? I mean, I was very, very close to six-pack status. I just hadn't built up enough muscle. I was down to 160, right? The day before my brother's wedding, I was down to 160. I was thin as, I wasn't, bad, but I was just thin as fuck. I felt good too, right? The wedding came, lots of wine, champagne, you name it. I was blitzed all weekend. That's probably the last time I got blitzed. I very rarely have been blitzed in my life, but I was blitzed. We ate lots of desserts, lots of carbs, lots of everything, right? 5 days later, after the wedding fiesta ended, right? 5 days later, and I was full and bloated and shit, right? I stepped on the scale, and this is including water weight and everything. In 5 days, it went from 160 to 178, right? Now, I didn't gain 18 pounds in 5 days. That's virtually impossible. I waited a week for it to stabilize and all that, and guess what? Guess what? After all said and done, with all the crap I ate, I was back to 170. I busted ass for 3 months to lose 10 pounds so I can just eat guilt-free for my brother's wedding. Hello again, friends. Yeah, going to talk to Mama tonight? Oh, you're going to talk to your mom tonight, baby? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Casey says, my lady. Casey says, thanks, guys. I'm getting even more excited. I already read that. Casey, you're beautiful, and I'm so happy for you, says my lady. LOL, no, says Casey. I'm actually jitter-free. I'm not nervous at all. I know it's going to be the best day of my life, regardless of how it happens. Thank you, RMP. You're a sweetheart, says Casey. You are welcome, says my lady, respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Casey, I've only lost 10 pounds thus far, and I'd like to lose about 30, 40 altogether. I'll get there if I keep going. Casey, that's all. You lost 10 pounds? Give her a big round of applause. Casey, you lost 10 pounds already? That's awesome. You started, now how long did you start walking? You've lost 10 pounds, what, in a month, 3 weeks? A month and a half, or what? How long did it take you to lose that 10 pounds? Or those 10 pounds, I mean. Look at how humble the woman is. I respect your humility, Casey. But 10 pounds for a woman is like a man losing 20 pounds. It's harder for women to lose weight. So I'm really fucking proud of you. I am. Just keep doing the same thing. WTF is blitzed. Is that like from... No, you know what blitzed is. Like being drunk. Are you serious, GLM? You millennial? You don't even know what being blitzed means? Baby, is being blitzed a Gen X term and a boomer term? Or is GLM just effing with me like she always does? Because that's what she likes to do. Right? She knows what being blitzed means. Don't do drugs, says GLM. Coach GLM 2 authentic live streams. LMAO GLM says my lady. The jokester emoji says Coach GLM 2. She's going to call me later. Cool. Have a nice conversation with your mama. Tell her hi from me. Say hi to her and your family for me. Hi, GLM girl, says Sandra. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Casey, that's awesome. So proud of you, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Sandra Palacio says at GLM Blitz is not drug related. Casey says not even a month yet. We've only been walking for about 3 weeks now. It's WB talk for drunk. What's WB talk? I don't know, says my lady. Casey says haven't had a soda in 3 weeks. That's been the hardest part. All right, Casey, here's the thing. What's your favorite soda? Like, what is your favorite soda, Casey? Let's tackle this right now in real time. This is what real time coaching here is that my lady and I do. What is your favorite soda? What are your favorite sodas? Dr. Pepper. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Diet Dr. Pepper with 0 calories. Yeah, but it's not the same thing. No, it tastes fine. Go treat yourself with a Diet Dr. Pepper every now and then. Well, you can drink 2 or 3 Diet Dr. Peppers per day. Diet Dr. Pepper, Casey. They load it with sodium, so it still tastes decent. I'm telling you, I've been drinking diet drinks since my early 30s. Tomorrow, 1 week without Coke for me. Okay, so, Angie C. and anyone else, I love soda and I love caffeine, right? In my early 30s, I replaced regular soda with diet soda. There are many options now. You can do Diet Coke, which is what I like, or you can do Coke Zero, which tastes almost like real Coke with no calories. You don't have to give up what you really like. You can just adjust it to the diet version, or the, what do they call it now, the zero sugar, the zero sugar version, right? It's the sugar. Folks, sugar is the number one thing that makes us all fat and sick, right? I have to try that. You want to know something? Have you ever had Mountain Dew, Casey? Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew, but that's caffeine overload right there. So I don't have Mountain Dew all the time. But let me tell you something. Now, regular Mountain Dew has the most calories out of any soda. Diet Mountain Dew, 0 calories, tastes like the real thing. I've never, ever, ever seen any company make a soda that's the diet version. I've never seen any company make a diet version of a soda that tastes almost like the real, like very close to the real thing, like Mountain Dew's done with Diet Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew is good shit. 14 thumbs up. Thank you so much, folks. Smash the thumbs up. Share this out. Subscribe. Bang the bell. Select the notifications. Also, go over to my other channel, the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Nightbot's been sharing the link every 7 minutes. The link is also below in the description. A couple lines down, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. Or you can use a YouTube handle. The new YouTube handles we have now at Life Coach Eli for the main channel. Coach Eli 2 right here is youtube.com/Coach Eli 2, or the YouTube handle at Coach Eli 2. Subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and that way you won't miss anything. Except for postings. They don't always notify you of all the postings, or they don't always all show up in the feed. So if you want to keep up with what's going on, you're going to have to check the community tabs of our channels here and any other people that you follow if you want to get everything. Oh, I've never tried the 0 calorie one. I've seen it though. Try it out. Like, I love my soda too, Casey. I used to drink soda like it was out of style, but I cut it out when I got into my early 30s because, you know, that's when I guess technically, I don't even think it's your metabolism slowing down. It's when you start playing less sports and working more and have less time to work out. And see, the reason why in our younger days, we could drink all this soda and never gain weight, because we're playing sports and we're burning 5, 6, 7, 8,000 calories a day. I remember in my younger days, my brother used to eat like a freaking pig. Like, he would eat like a freaking pig and didn't gain any weight. He couldn't gain weight. Now, we both played sports, but he was a little more active sports-wise than me. He played more sports than I did. So I was burning a ton of calories. My brother was burning more than me. I was probably burning about 5,000 to 6,000 calories per day in my younger days playing sports in grammar school and stuff, right? My brother, 7,000 to 8,000 calories. Like, that's how active he was. He would go from school sports and school track and basketball and all that to soccer, AYSO soccer, or Little League baseball, and it never stopped for him. I didn't play all sports at school, but I did play AYSO soccer and Little League baseball. Senator Palacio, I've been drinking diet drinks since I was in high school. Every once in a while, I want a regular Coke. When I do drink it, I get an upset stomach. It's the sugar. And you know it's the sugar, right, Sandra? This is the thing, folks. Like, I'll have a cheat meal once or twice a week. I'll have a dessert, a small dessert, once or twice a week. And even putting in a little bit of sugar, Like if I ate a piece of cheesecake or something, right? Or a Pop-Tart or something, right? It's that sugar that my body is not used to getting at that high of a level, which is not really a high level, but when you're used to not eating a lot of sugar for your diet, once you put it in there, oh my God, your body's saying, reject, 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 reject this, I mean, right? That's what you're probably feeling, right, Sandra? We are at 66 minutes, an hour and 6 minutes. Wow. Been powering through this walk today. I'm just feeling incredible. Today we've been talking more about the importance of personal development, and that's what we're doing here today. We're answering people's questions. We're solving their problems. We're helping them work through things, helping them better their lives by motivating them and inspiring them and continuing to motivate them and inspire them. And that's why I do these almost every day, if not every day. I mean, I do take a day off every now and then, but lately I've been doing these like 5-6 days a week lately, these walks, baby. Another thing to remind you folks, take 2 or 3 Epsom salt baths per week at least. My suggestion is get some eucalyptus and peppermint muscle soak Epsom salt. You can get it at your local supermarket or Target. Dr. Teal's is pretty decent, but honestly, I would order it from the same company I order it from, SF Bath Salt Company, or go to epsoak.com, which is a subsidiary of SF Bath Salt Company, which is what I'm trying to say. epsoak.com, and you can get a 19-pound bag of Muscle Soak premium Epsom salt for Muscle Soak. Oh, all the kids are coming. Like, look at all that. These are like college students. They're all cutting across on the trail here. You don't expect to see a whole bunch of kids just walking through a hiking trail. And they're all on their phones and they're cranking up their stuff, and I'm just waiting for them to pass. At least they're being respectful. Or they may be walking the entire trail. All right. I think there's just a lot of them. See that? All right. Whew. Yes, too much sugar, says Sandra. I'm having a Diet Pepsi with dinner tonight then. Cool. Right. And here's the thing, Angie C. I mean, too much of anything is not good, right? A lot of people say, oh, there's aspartame and, too much sodium and this and that, right? But here's the thing, right? You can pretty much drink all the diet soda you want. It's not going to affect your weight loss or weight gain. Well, it's going to affect your weight loss because you're going to be able to lose more weight. You're going to be taking in 0 calories. Now, some drinks are like low calorie. That's okay too. Like Monster Zero Sugar still has like 10 calories in there. Like 10 or 20 calories for a big drink, that's like 0 calories. What you want to avoid are those drinks that have like 80, 100, 120, 160, 200 calories, right? That's what you want to avoid, because when you pound that shit like water, you're basically, pounding like 100, 200 calories just like that. Then you're thirsty again, so you get another one. Now you're putting in another 100, 200 calories. Now you're at 300 to 400 calories, right? But yeah, I've been drinking diet soda for almost 20 years. I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 regular sodas during that time. And after you drink diet soda for so long, when you drink the regular soda with sugar, it tastes like diet soda used to taste. Like regular soda to me tastes crappy to me now, just like diet soda first tasted crappy when I made the switch from regular soda to diet almost 20 years ago. So you train your body, you get accustomed to it, then you're like, hey, okay, this is cool. I'm used to this. And 0 calories or very minimal calories, right? All right. The Louisiana man stopped botting us. And we still have 9 people here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We got another maybe 13 minutes or so till the stream ends. We're getting closer to the end of the trail. Please get your questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. Personal development, folks, is necessary for everyone. And the moment, and I'm not saying that to try to get more people to come here. People are going to come here if they feel like it. That's just the way things go. I'm just putting this out there in general and saying that whether you realize it or not, personal development will make the biggest difference in your life. Learning to better love yourself, learning to better accept responsibility, learning to take a good look at yourself and saying, hey, look, and I say this respectfully, I don't want to be critical, but I'll say it this way. Look at yourself in the mirror. I'm fat or I'm underweight. I need to do something about it, right? Okay? Right? I'm not making enough money. I need to start doing something about it. I need to, either try to apply for another job that'll pay me more, or if I need better qualifications, take a certification class and get qualified, right? You don't even have to go to college nowadays. You can take certification classes online and double your income within 6 months to a year or less, right? There are so many options that you have to better yourself. You just need to have the desire to do it and then take the action, right? But the reasons why people don't take the actions to do things is because they're afraid or they're lazy, right? They fear, they're going to be ridiculed or they're going to fail or whatever, right? Okay, think that all you want, but you're just wasting your time. I really wish I would have figured all this out in my 20s. What I figured out, here's the thing, even in my 30s, I figured out a lot in my 30s, but I figured out even more so in my 40s, right? If I knew in my 20s, my early 20s, what I know now in my 40s, holy Moses. And this is why I do what I do. Because I am hearing sounds. Okay. I don't know where that sound was coming from. There's nobody around me unless it's coming from the other side of the trail over there on the cement path that takes you down to the trail alongside the freeway. All right. I heard that the other day. Is somebody sleeping in the bushes here? Is the Bushman here? The Bushman. There's actually a dude that used to... It must be coming from somewhere over there, and it's just really loud. It's like a speaker. Either that or it's this person coming here that's in charge of the kids up front there. All right, give me a second here, folks. All right. You're the only person holding yourself back. I wish I would have known all this in my early 20s, because I'll tell you, it would have been much further ahead. And I'm not unhappy with where I'm at today. I'm not. But I do think back. I do think back at how things could have possibly been different had I known back then what I know now. And that's why I'm trying to reach as many people in their youth, man, even people in their teens and especially early to mid 20s. If you can figure this out by your early to mid 20s, what I've finally figured out in my 40s, I started figuring it out more so in my 30s, but I didn't get a really good grip on it until my 40s, right? My early 40s. God, you guys will be amazing, right? You young bucks have knowledge at your fingertips nowadays, and if you just use the knowledge and stop getting sucked into endless nonsensical drama bullshit, right? And focus more on bettering yourselves, right? I really wish I had all the resources you folks have today. I would have loved to have been a 20-year-old man watching a live stream like this happening every day with somebody willing to answer my questions and help me navigate through the chronicles of life that they've already experienced. I would have loved to have had that. That's why I do what I do. That's why I created this the way I've created it. "77 minutes, an hour and 17 minutes, and that's even stopping for like 10 minutes at least. I really powered through this walk tonight. It's a great day to be alive. Travis Tritt, right? It's a great day to be alive, right? It's always a great day to be alive. Wow. Oh, there's some, I think they're either like high school kids or they're college kids rowing a canoe, I think is what it is. It's like a crew team, and then there's somebody on a jet ski alongside them, like the teacher. "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be on a jet ski following you guys. I'm making you guys bust your ass, use arm power, and I'm gonna use, a motorized or a motorcraft," right? If I was a teacher teaching that, I'd be out there leading by example, not being on some motorized Sea-Doo, Not on the motorized jet ski. Although I've ridden some jet skis, man, they're fun. They're fun as hell. I miss those days going to my friend Jeff's parents' place in Tahoe, North Shore Lake Tahoe. They had a nice Cobalt boat, and they had a nice Sea-Doo. Oh man, those days were fun. We've all grown up now. We've got significant others. My brother even has a new girlfriend now, and he's been doing well. Like everybody's doing their thing. But it's never, a bad thing to reminisce about the good old days, right? Nothing wrong with reminiscing about the good old days, right? Got some people coming on the trail. I'm going to reset the chat and I'll be right back. I don't know if the chat's frozen, but get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat, folks. It's been kind of quiet for a while, unless it's stuck. I'll be right back. All right, nothing new in chat, folks. We got about another 2 or 3 minutes or so before we wrap this up, so please get any final questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. Some dude waiting here. Who is that? Is that Kelvin Clymer? No, it's Holly. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Looks like I caught the end of stream. Sorry, Eli was working overtime. Well, you got to work the OT, make the money. That's awesome, Holly. That is awesome. Please do more of these on health. Good stuff. Okay, you got it. No, it is very important because having a happy personal and professional life involves you being healthy. Like nothing else matters in life if you're not healthy, right? Your health comes first. That's a good point there, Angie C. And thank you. Thank you very much for the great suggestions. All right, give me a second here. I had to wait for that woman to pass on by. Just beautiful, beautiful evening. I've got to say, folks, this is a beautiful evening. I really love where I live. I really do. Just really nice being able to come out here. It's not too far. It's a couple miles from where I live. And it's like one way in, one way out. It's like a little secluded part of Redwood City with a beautiful trail. You should all find a spot like this, folks, where you can just get away for a couple hours. If you can't do it every day, do it as often as you can. Because it'll allow you to just decompress and let go of any anger monkeys. And, even if you love someone, like I love my lady, hey, when we spend time together, coming out here, gives me a breather. I love her, but sometimes her and I need a breather from each other because we have so much love for each other that sometimes it can get overwhelming. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but you all know what I mean. You got to find time for yourself, even if you're in a relationship or married or anything like that. You got to balance it out, right? And this is the way that I do it. But it also keeps me healthy and fit and kicks in those endorphins, and I feel good. I love it. I love all of you. You've got 13 in the box. Yes, very informative, says Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Anything else, Holly, you want to mention before we go off the air? I don't know. Maybe I'll stay on a little bit more. You know what? Should I take you folks by the marina again? Because I'm not doing a night show tonight. And I don't have anything else going on besides resting. So let's just do that. Let's go another, 5 to 10 minutes. Some of you haven't seen this part of Bar Island here on the other side of Redwood City. Yeah, this is definitely a nice complex. I gotta look and see what these cost. Minimum $4,500 to $5,000 a month at least. Or you have like marina access and stuff. It's absolutely beautiful. So, let's go ahead. I'm not going to go over there because there's somebody over there. not going to go over there because there's some guy that looks kind of sketch and is behaving kind of sketch. Let me see. It really is, Angie. When I went Ocean Isle, North Carolina, it was like all my worries just washed away with the waves. Yeah. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. That was interesting. He was just waiting for somebody. All right, folks, have a good one. We'll see you all next time. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.